I just wanna see ya. Please give me a sign, yeah. Please give me a sign if you wanna come.
Welcome back to Two Cool Guys, Two Hot Picks. This week is an interesting week for comics. I'm going to throw it over to my friend Mark from Legion of Comics to let you know what his hot pick is for this new comic book day.
What is up, Comic Army? I'm Mark from the Legion of Comics, and I'm back again with Chris for another hot pick for this coming week's new comic book day. So for me this week, my hot pick is definitely going to be Batman Catwoman issue number 6. Now, this is the halfway point of this Maxi-Series written by Tom King and illustrated by Clay Mann. So it's top-tier talent, especially if you're a Tom King fan. This has been a total blast. So this Maxi-Series has gone back and kind of picked up where Tom King left off abruptly from the Batman run, and it kind of is tying up some loose ends from his run and answering some questions and kind of further exploring some stuff as well, primarily the relationship between Batman and Catwoman that was built on so much and then just dropped. So it's definitely explored new avenues in that aspect of why it could or could not possibly work. And if you haven't checked this series out, it's definitely worth the read. If you're a Batman the Animated Series fan, it plays heavily into a lot of series elements. Like it could almost be a truthful continuation from certain aspects of that, like the Mask of the Phantasm movie. So with this being the halfway point, I expect to get some decent reveals, some decent questions added to the story. And it's just a good halfway point to kind of pay more attention to this series if it's something you're interested in. They might be getting a collected volume coming out pretty soon or something, but needless to say, it's my top pick of the week. Tom King's writing it. Clay Mann's doing the art as well as the primary cover. Jim Lee has got a variant cover, as well as Travis Charest with a variant cover. So be sure to check it out. Highly recommend it. It's been a blast from the start to current. And yeah, we're halfway there. I'm looking forward to see where it goes from here. Let's kick it over to the comic vet to see what his top pick for this week is going to be.
Great pick, Mark. It's hard to argue with Tom King lately. Batcat is going to be a very interesting series as it continues. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Chris. I am the comic vet. My hot pick for this upcoming new comic book day comes from the mind of Jackson Lansing and Colin Kelly. This is simply Kang. My hot pick is from Marvel Comics. It's Kang the Conqueror. And this story is billing itself as the origin of Kang. For those that watch the Loki miniseries and aren't familiar with the villain Kang, this is going to be a pick for you. This is your opportunity to get knowledgeable and educate yourself about one of Marvel's most intriguing and interesting villains of all time. And I say that loosely because we all know Kang plays within time. Let me tell a little bit about the synopsis of this story. The man called Kang the Conqueror has been a pharaoh, a villain, a warlord of the spaceways, and even on rare occasions, a hero. Across all timelines, one fact seems absolute. Time means absolutely nothing to Kang the Conqueror. But the truth is more complex. Kang is caught in an endless cycle of creation and destruction dictated by time and previously unseen by any but the Conqueror himself. A cycle that could finally explain the enigma that is Kang. And the cycle begins and ends with an old and broken Kang sending his younger self down a dark path. Ladies and gentlemen, I will be picking up Kang. I am very interested in this book. I did educate myself in my teen years as I was a big fan of the Fantastic Four. And in case you weren't aware of it, Kang the Conqueror is also closely affiliated with the Fantastic Four, not just the Avengers. This book is 36 pages, has a cover price of $4.99, and as you've been watching throughout this, there has been a multitude of variants. That's now the Marvel way. Anyways, on behalf of Mark and myself. We hope that you consider our hot picks for this new comic book day. And until we see you again, remember, we are Legion.